Coming fifth on the list is Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. Tony Stark's so-called powers all came from his genius-level intelligence. He built the first Iron Man suit while held captive by a terrorist group in a cave in Afghanistan. Over the following years, he constantly rebuilt and improved his Iron Man technology, eventually harnessing nanotech to create an extremely durable suit with powerful weapons. Iron Man was the only Avenger able to injure Thanos in Infinity War. Thor nearly killed him, and he did it when Thanos had already collected 4 Infinity Stones. He was also the only person Thanos knew by name, which is evidence of Iron Man's fearsome reputation. Endgame solidified and built upon that reputation. Iron Man was able to outsmart Thanos in the most important possible moment and briefly wield the power of all 6 Infinity Stones, which previously seemed as if it should be impossible for a regular human body to withstand. Power Scale 70. Coming fourth on the list is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a master of the mystic arts, a sorcerer sworn to defend the fabric of reality. He has deep stores of magic drawn from harnessing energy drawn from other dimensions of the multiverse and can bend aspects of space and time. Previously, he could use the Time Stone to rewind events or see possible futures. The nature of the mystic arts does put Strange at a slight disadvantage because he needs to move his arms and hands to access his power, which is how Ebony Maw was able to capture him in Infinity War. But we can't hold Strange's loss to Thanos against him, because he knew how that battle would turn out. He knew the Avengers had to lose first in order to win, so we don't know how Strange would have fared in that fight if he hadn't seen his own death occur in advance. But we do know that without him, Tony and the Guardians wouldn't have stood a chance. In Endgame, Strange mostly focused on practical damage control, so we didn't see him face off with Thanos again. But we did see that he can teleport whole armies from across the galaxy, so that's a huge plus. Other masters have noted that Strange seems born for the mystic arts, and, according to the Ancient One, Strange is destined to be the best of us. Power Scale 75. Coming third on the list is Thor. Members of the Asgardian royal family are not actual gods, per se, but they are as close to gods as you can get. Thor is ridiculously powerful, such that only his father and older sister would surpass his strength. He's not immortal, but he's close to invulnerable, considering he endured the full force of a star and survived. Thor is most powerful when he can channel his powers through an enchanted, low weapon forged on Nidavellir, like the hammer, Mjolnir, or the axe, Stormbreaker. But as the god of thunder, he can also summon and harness pure lightning. Thor is so powerful that filmmakers are constantly looking for ways to handicap him. In Ragnarok, they destroyed his hammer. In Infinity War, they took him out of the picture for most of the action, and when they put him back in, a suitable weapon in his hands, he was mere moments away from killing Thanos. In Endgame, they gave him severe symptoms of alcoholism and depression, undermining his ability to fight effectively. If Thor were at peak potential during most of the Avengers' battles, they probably wouldn't have lasted very long. In fact, he didn't even discover his true potential, the God of Thunder, until Ragnarok. There's no telling how powerful he truly is, because Marvel is constantly putting obstacles in his way, and even with those, he's easily one of the strongest heroes we've seen. Power Scale 80. Coming second on the list is Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. Although she was born on Earth as a regular human, Carol Danvers absorbed the power of the Tesseract, which housed the Space Stone. She was granted superhuman strength, speed, and flight. She can emit extremely powerful photon blasters from her fists. Additionally, she was made into a Kree-human hybrid after the Kree soldier young Rod gave her blood transfusions. The Kree are naturally stronger and more durable than humans. Thanks to her time with the Kree Star Force, Captain Marvel is also highly trained in combat. Captain Marvel, she is as powerful a character as we've ever put in a movie. The Marvel Studios head, Kevin Feige, told Vulture, her powers are off the charts, and when she's introduced, she will be by far the strongest character we've ever had. Indeed, in her titular film, we saw Captain Marvel punch through an entire spaceship with complete ease mere moments after realizing her true power. She didn't need training or time to learn how to harness her abilities, as many heroes have. We've seen her manipulate cosmic energy at will, armoring her body with surging power that allows her to fly through space and withstand attacks. She flew across multiple light years in one night while carrying an entire spaceship. She didn't even budge when Thanos punched her in the head. It's a little weird that she was indisposed after Thanos used the Power Stone to punch her. Based on what we've seen, she should have been able to come back from that, but her return would have undermined Iron Man's big moment, so we're willing to overlook that detail. Power Scale 90. Coming first on the list is Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff and her brother were the voluntary subjects of Hydra experiments. Scientists exposed them to the scepter, which housed the Mind Stone, and they emerged with otherworldly powers. Wanda was given powerful abilities like telekinesis, telepathy, and energy manipulation. Her psionics allow her to fly, generate force fields, move large objects, and project dangerous blasts of energy. She can also manipulate reality and invade the minds of her enemies, planting realistic visions and controlling their thoughts. In other words, she is able to wield chaos magic. Wanda was the only hero who was able to face Thanos one-on-one while sustaining zero injuries. And she did it twice. Wanda held off Thanos with one hand in Infinity War while simultaneously murdering her superhero boyfriend, and Thanos had already collected 5 stones by that time. She was on the verge of overpowering him in Endgame, and may have succeeded if he hadn't rained fire from his ships. He was scared, and he had every right to be. Tony Stark discovered in Age of Ultron that the Mind Stone has a unique network of neurons. Vision suggested in Infinity War that it has consciousness, an agenda. It chose Wanda. She was essentially anointed by one of the most powerful entities in her universe. The Infinity Saga made it clear that Wanda's powers are limitless and seem to be getting stronger all the time. Power Scale 100.